Hello, Steel City Surge fans. Kippy here, coach of your Steel City Surge, back for Week 8, the final week of WPF and the Delta Division. We are taking on Wreck-It Mike this week, and if you guys missed last week's video, we took on Dashing Sceptile, and spoiler alert, we had a close loss, 3-0. Very, very good battle. We didn't get swept by Terra Blaziken, which I'm very happy about. But go ahead and check out that video. Check out the WPF coaches in the description. Everything for Delta right now is insanely close. Like, everything is so close. We could make playoffs, we could lose playoffs, and it all depends on how we do in this matchup against Mike. Mike is currently 5-2. We're currently 4-3. Basically, if we win, we're in. If we lose, we're going to have to hope differential falls in our favor. So, a lot is riding on this matchup. Now, Mike's team consists of Greninja, Terra Archaludon, Ursaluna Bloodmoon, Hatterene, Ogerpon Hearthflame, Overquill, Thunderous Therian with Terra, Annihilate, Pelipper, and Terra Spidops. Very scary team, very annoying team. That Greninja and Ogerpon Hearthflame are probably the most threatening things on this team, just because of the amount of damage that they have done this season. They are basically the two top kill leaders for Mike outside of Archaludon. But like Ogerpon is 8-4 in 5 matchups. So I'm a little scared of that. And then Greninja is just Greninja. It's 6-4 in 6 matchups, and that Archaludon is 7-5 in 7 matchups. So this is a kind of a scary team. So we need a couple of things to go our way in this matchup, essentially. I am basically expecting Greninja, Archaludon, Ogerpon, Annihilate, probably Overquill and Bloodmoon. Maybe Archaludon shows up, maybe Thunderous shows up, maybe that Overquill shows up. It's really, basically, I'm expecting to see Greninja for sure, Ogerpon for sure, and that Annihilate just because it's so annoying. But anyway, let's get into the build we have for this week. Unfortunately, did not have a whole lot of time to prep for this matchup as much as I would have liked to. I was away all of last week, basically, and had a very little turnaround. And I leave this weekend, essentially, too. So, let's start off with our Shaymin-Sky. We are Choice Scarf again, because this thing is just an absolute menace. We have enough speed to outspeed Greninja. We are running max special attack with that timid nature. And we have Seed Flare, Air Slash, and Dazzling Gleam that hits the vast majority of my opponent's roster for super effective damage or neutral damage. And then we have Healing Wish for King Gambit or Frostmoth for late game, really depending on what the situation calls for. Both of those are probably our win cons for this week. I could see a scenario where Sandy Shocks ends up being a win con, but it's unlikely just based off of what my opponent has for his team. But we'll see how that works out. This week we are bringing a very fun Glow King set. You can see the ring target right there. Basically, ring target is there to turn off pre-Terra Archaludon's resistances with Steel, or even if it just goes with Terra Steel to increase that Steel typing, as well as like Flying, Thunderous, or even, like, it doesn't really necessarily matter, but like Hatterene or Overquill's just immunities. Basically, we're just trying to get rid of immunities with this guy and try to open some stuff up for later game, especially with Sludge Bomb being our only attacking move. We have Trick, Chilly Reception, and Slack Off just to try to sit on some things and get off maybe a poison or two and just try to stall out a little bit. Running max special defense with max HP, just trying to take a couple hits and switch out pretty easily. So that is the main idea with Glow King, trying to be a little fun with it. Next up, we have our Terra King Gambit. This is Terra Fairy this week with Black Glasses, just to increase the power of Sucker Punch. I thought about running like Choice Band or Leftovers again, but I've been running Leftovers quite a bit recently, and I want my Sucker Punch to hit a little bit harder, especially after a +2 Swords Dance. We're running Low Kick and Iron Head for coverage, and Swords Dance, obviously, with Supreme Overlord. Max physical attack with a lot of special defense investment, and then a little bit of speed just so we can outspeed basically Ursaluna Bloodmoon if it is a tanky version of it. I don't expect it to necessarily be tanky if it shows up, but I want to be able to OHKO it with a low kick when we get the chance to. Basically, Terra King Gambit is our final last resort Terramon. I want Frostmoth to be the main Terra, and we'll showcase that in a little bit. Next up, we have Booster Speed Sandy Shocks. We are going to essentially try to outspeed stuff, get up rocks, and paralyze stuff with Discharge. And then Earth Power and Volt Switch for just like support coverage. Well, basically Dual Stab with Volt Switch for pivoting and Stealth Rock for the chip. My opponent doesn't really have a good way to remove hazards outside of Pelipper, and if Hatterene doesn't show up, then Stealth Rocks are basically free. So that is the main idea with this guy. Just be fast, do damage, get paralysis off, and hope for the best with it, honestly. Next up, we have Mienshao with Life Orb and Regenerator this week, running enough speed to outspeed Thunderous and hit Triple Axle and hopefully knock it out pre-Terra if it doesn't Terra. Taunt for anything that wants to try to set up hazards if we're faster than it, which we should be, basically faster than everything except Hearthflame and Greninja, barring any Choice Scarfs. U-turn, Close Combat for Stab, and just going to try to do as much damage as possible with this guy. Maybe be a little bit supportive with that taunt move, but we'll see what happens. And then lastly, we have our Terra Flying Frostmoth. We have Heavy Duty Boots and Ice Scales for the ability. We're running Quiver Dance, Ice Beam, Terra Blast Flying, and Giga Drain. This hits basically everything on my opponent's team. We have a little bit of defense investment. We're running Timid with enough speed at +1 to outspeed Ogerpon Hearthflame. Because at max speed, we can add +1. We do not outspeed Greninja at max speed, so got to keep that in mind for future reference. But basically, the only thing Greninja has that can hit us that's super effective, or even just the most powerful physical move it has, I believe, is Gunk Shot. And I'm just going to double check that and be absolutely sure before we continue. Yes, basically, it is Gunk Shot. And that is its most powerful physical move outside of like Stab Liquidation or Acrobatics or something crazy like that, which I don't really see it running basically ever in this matchup. So I think running this type of set with Frostmoth is very free, more or less. Giga Drain for HP recovery, and Ice Beam for Stab, and then Terra Blast Flying for Stab as well. This hits pretty much everything. Ice is not resisted by anything outside of Greninja, which is hit super effectively by Giga Drain. And if we get to +2 or even +1, we obliterate the crap out of it. So this is our win con. If we can get set up to +1 without any issues, we will be in a very good spot. And I'm very much looking forward to using this guy in this matchup. Big win con for the end of the game. So that is our team builder for this week. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in a little bit for the actual battle. All right, peace. Hello, Steel City Surge fans. Kippy here, coach of your Steel City Surge, back for week number 8, the battle against Wreck-It Mike. Now, this is a very interesting matchup here. So, Mike brings Greninja, Ursaluna, Thunderous with Terra Flying, Hatterene, Hearthflame, and Annihilate. Okay. No Rain Core, which is nice. And we have Terra Fairy King Gambit. At least I am pretty sure I am Terra Fairy King Gambit. Yes, I am. And then Terra Flying Frostmoth. So, Ring Target is still going to be kind of nice to deal with the Thundy. With Shocks. Nothing really wants to start off with Skymin. So I am going to lead with Skymin. I'm going to go with an offensive lead. Good luck, have fun. To Mike. Nothing wants to deal with the Skymin lead, so I'm going to lead Skymin. Annihilate. Okay. I am very okay with just going for Air Slash here. That is a lot of damage. That's a crit. We do not get the flinch. That is insane. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. All right, well. That's a really annoying start. But I can go in with Mian Shao and go for a U-turn now. Shaymin did a lot of damage to this guy. I am just going to U-turn here. That is kind of annoying because that was my healing wish mon. I was really hoping for a flinch, but I'm assuming Mike is probably running Covert Cloak. And that crit did way more, so that is like an offensive Annihilate. Yeah, an offensive definitely KOs. Depending on the investment, that may have been a roll with the crit. Because if you're like max bulk, then you barely live on a roll, so... Oh, your scarf. Okay. Choice scarf. Okay. All right, so the Annihilate is gone. I can't really go into Frostmoth just yet. I do like going into... I'm going to go into Shocks right now. I think... Because I don't want Greninja to come out just yet. I'm going to go into Glow King. Because even Choice Specs Greninja doesn't... 2 shots. Ursaluna comes out. Okay. Earth Power does do a lot to me. I'm going to Chili, though. Because Choice Specs Earth Power doesn't quite KO me. So I'm gonna Chili. Blood Moon, we live that. That did a 151. Your Life Orb, okay. So you did down to 151. So you did 62%. That is max special attack for at least. If I go into Mian Shao, I should do a crap ton of damage. Well, actually, you can't Blood Moon again, can you? If I go in with Frostmoth in the snow, Blood Moon is your best move onto me, and I can get a free Quiver Dance up. I'm gonna go for... Actually, I could Ice Beam, but I don't know what your set is yet. And I would rather get a Quiver Dance off right now and not Terra. And get just get that free Quiver Dance off. You stay in. You have Rock Slide. Oh, we live. Okay, it's fine. Okay, we live. I can probably Giga Drain to +1 now. Giga Drain definitely KOs you. I don't want to Terra just yet, so I'm just gonna Giga Drain. Rock Slide. Oh, that's such a good bring, honestly. And I can't Quiver Dance again. But Giga Drain should 100% KO you here. You're at barely 80%. Man, Rock Slide was that's a clutch bring right there, specifically for the Frostmoth, I think. Okay, so I'm at +1 speed, defense, and special attack. And the best part is you can't go Greninja. You do switch, but what do you switch into? The Greninja! We're gonna KO the Greninja! Oh! Greninja goes down without even doing a thing. Sabrina the Rank Master. This is the Hatterene. Okay. Now you could Mystical Fire here. I am just gonna go for an Ice Beam, because we take a Mystical Fire very well at the moment. And I really want to get damage off on you. It's also physically defensive with speed investment. So if you're especially defensive with a Calm Nature, Ice Beam still does a lot. You have Terra, that doesn't really do anything for me. I'm gonna Quiver Dance again. If you Nuzzle, I think that's okay. Trick Room. Ooh. Okay. Trick Room, fair play, fair play, fair play. But I think at +2, I probably KO, right? It depends. I kind of just want to stall out turns now, so I'm just going to Giga Drain again. Psychic Noise. Ooh, okay. Good play. That's one turn of Trick Room down, though. Snow is gone. I'm just gonna Ice Beam now. Ice Beam should do a lot of damage to you. Trick Room. Psychic Noise. This is the second turn of Trick Room. The best part is I still only need +1 with Frostmoth to do lots of damage here. In terms of like dealing with Ogerpon. Dazzling Gleam, we live that very easily. Ice Beam is going to take you down to very little HP. Did do a lot of damage. Okay, I'm going to Quiver Dance again here, because how many turns of Trick Room are there left? 2 turns of Trick Room. So I'm going to Quiver Dance here. That's fine. Because now I just KO you on this turn. Now I Ice Beam. I think Frostmoth just wins now. I'm not even gonna lie, I think Frostmoth just wins. I don't know what you do to me. I'm at +3 special attack, special defense, and speed. Yes, there's Trick Room up now. That goes this turn though. And I'm at 95 HP. I still have my Terra. Frostmoth picks up its second KO of the match. Trick Room is over. I think we guarantee a win now. Because I don't think Ursaluna Blood Moon. Ogerpon comes out. I don't even think Ogerpon likes an Ice Beam. Yeah, Hearthflame does not like an Ice Beam. And I can just... Now, do I outspeed... Let me just double check real quick. I'm pretty sure Thunderous Therian, Choice Scarf. No, it does not outspeed us. So I can just Terra and Terra Blast here. So we're just going to Terra and we're going to Terra Blast. We'll get rid of this thing because Ursulina Blood Moon should not KO us. With a Vacuum Wave. If it is Life Orb, Modest Max Special Attack. No, it does extremely little. So I think Frostmoth is just going to get the sweep here. Yes. Okay. And we just Ice Beam. The battle was canceled. Okay, so Mike just wanted to end the battle. That's fair. Frostmoth is gonna get the full-on sweep this week. Great job, Frostmoth. Well, battle was pretty short this week, but GG's to Mike. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next week. I'm pretty sure we've locked a playoff spot now, so that's great. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week for round 1 of playoffs, and I'll see you then. Peace.